Hello, and this is the Brunch Club with the brand CEO. I am Tony Franklin, and today's topic we are going to be talking about what is the know, like, and trust factor. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And today's feature is the 90 Days of Biblical Affirmations for Christian Women in Business and Ministry. This is a cute little, nice little book. It has some great affirmations in here to start your day. You can also read, some of this while you're on your lunch or whether you're having like a quick breakfast to get your day started, get your mind a positive mindset going, getting motivated. So the information about this book um, will be found in the comments. It is um, it is a book that is by Dr. Nikki Ziegler, and there are also some co-authors, a number of co-authors that are part of this project. Awesome women of God. Um, so if you're in ministry or you have a business, you want to lock in on this book. The book is $19.99, $20, and it has a wealth of knowledge and affirmation and encouragement in here. So um, that is our brunch club feature for today. So now let's jump on in on this thing on what the know, like, and trust factor is. So I can tell you what it is not. And I have heard so many people say, well, it's a competition, it's a race for seeing who likes who the most, or who likes who the best, or who can get the most likes, who can get the most follows. But that's really not what the no like and trust factor is. So I want to talk to you guys about that so that you can kind of get an understanding about what this concept is and how to be able to use it for your business. Okay, so let's break this down. First of all, we're going to give you the definition. The definition is it is a marketing concept that is used to connect and communicate with your audience. Okay, so this is a way, a tool that you can use to be able to connect with your audience, to get your audience input, find out what it is that they like. You can also use this as a metric to find out what's working and what isn't working. So it's a very powerful tool, but you just have to know how to use it. Okay, you just have to know how to use it. Okay, so we're going to talk about. Let's break this down and let's talk about the no. Okay, so the no is what people want to know. They want to know why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you why are you in business? And why are you doing this particular business? So you want to be able to communicate that effectively with your audience and telling them what it is that you're doing. We know what McDonald's does. They do fast food, the Big Mac, the McRib, the apple pies, the McFlurries. Do they still do McFlurries? I don't know. I know they used to do McFlurries. I haven't been to McDonald's in so long. They do the fillet of fish. So this is how they know, because they know they have built a relationship with their audience to the point to where their audience know exactly who they are and what they do. Okay, like, now the like factor part of this is not about whether somebody thinks that you're smart, thinks that you're pretty, thinks that you're handsome, think that you got it going on. um it's not what that's about. It's about how do you relate to people. Okay, and most of the time this helps to define authenticity, the authenticity of your business or your brand. So how is it that you can get people to relate to you personally, and relate to your business? Everyone that has started a business should have a why, Like, why did I start a business? Why did I get in business? My personal story is that I was working for a company, and they were doing a lot of downsizing, and it was I was just um in a corner, really, just trying to figure out what to do next. At the time, I had three small children, and I had to have a game plan. I had to have something, and so I was actually in the process of looking for another job, and I came across this thing called virtual assistant. And so I was just kind of like, when I had never heard of it. I didn't know that virtual assisting had been around as long as it had been. That was my first time actually hearing about virtual assisting. And this was like in 2014, 2015, somewhere up in there. So I, did a little research, and I was just kind of like, I'm pretty much doing this already. It's just that I wasn't doing it on the scale as being a business owner. So I said, I'm getting ready to look more into this. And because I wanted to be able to showcase my skill set um, more freely, and with and more creative, more with more creativity. Old lady brain connect. Okay. I wanted to be able to be more creative in how I expressed and used my skill set. And of course I was looking at, I want more financial freedom. So that was the reason why I got into it. And as I continued to move and grow in my business, I started to shift in my why, even though that was still the foundation. Um, I my why began to expand to where I really thought about, I really want to service people. I really want to be able to help people. And so that is my why. And because of that being my why, I showcase that in how I present my business to people. And so that is where the like factor comes in, because people can relate. And other small business, because I do marketing consulting, I do PR, I do content creation. And so people come to me and be like, oh my gosh, oh wow, um, you have such a passion for what you do. And that's when I go into my story. So I'm like, yeah, I can relate, I can understand the situation that you're in, and you're really wanting to move forward as a small business owner. That is why I do what I do. That is why I want to help you. And so that builds that builds that commonality. So really the like factor is about how do you get people to relate to you, okay, and to relate to what you offer in your business. So now the trust part of that is, are your systems and your operations trustworthy? We run into this so many times where we encounter, especially small businesses, where their systems are a little janky. And because of that, when we're paying money, we really don't want to pay that money. We don't trust them because their systems are not they're not conducive to what a professional business is supposed. It's not professional. Period. Point blank. Okay, it's not professional. And so because of that, because I'm telling you, one thing that you can't play with is folks' money. People will blast you. They will. They'll blast you. They'll talk about you. They will do all of the above. They will um, call you, label you a scam artist. Baby, you be part of the cancel culture. So people have to know that they can trust you, not just only just trust you with their money, but can they trust you with their vision? If you run a service based business, can people trust you with their vision? Can people trust you with even their challenges? Can they trust you with that? So that is what the trust is. And also another part of that trust factor is the content that you offer, is it valuable? I cannot I cannot even count the number of times where I've purchased something from someone an ebook or something like that, and it's just really just pictures and fluff. There's no real value, no real content, and it's like, wow, I just paid for this. This is crazy. And so because of that, it's like, you know, of course, they have my email, so they're sending me all different types of emails for these big ticket items and ticket offers, and I'm like, if I couldn't trust you with the $5.99 content, you think I'm about to give you $149 for something else? Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No ham, no ma'am. So your content has to offer has to offer value. Okay. And people have to see that there's actually value. And are your results realistic? Because you can promise, and this is not to knock anybody that does this, but when you have these ads that say you can make five figures in 7 days if you do this, if you follow this formula, and then they have you sign up for this free class, and you get in the webinar, and they're spending 30 minutes of that time pretty much just talking to you about themselves. They're not providing you any kind of tips on how they made the money. They're just showing you their cars. They're showing you pictures of them on these fancy exotic vacations. But and then they spend 10 minutes giving you some surface stuff that really doesn't help you. So, are your results realistic? You don't want to mislead people. Okay. And are you meeting the needs? Are you listening to your people? And because when people come to you and say, my challenge is A, B, and C, they have trusted you with something that's important to them. They've trusted you with their challenge, with their problem, with their issue. So can they trust you with that? That you're going to actually do what your offer is to meet that particular need? Or are they going to come away from that experience and say, I really didn't get my needs met? This really didn't help me at all. So that is what the know, like, and trust factor is all about. It is all about um, people knowing what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it, and being able to use the proper language to be able to convey that to your audience. So that's all that I have for this episode of the Brunch Club. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be on the lookout for more episodes that will be coming out pretty soon. So I thank you guys so much. Make sure that you do like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you will receive notifications on when we do another episode of the Brunch Club with the Brand CEO. So that's all that I have for today, and continue to build your business successfully. Talk to you later. Bye bye.